Mr. Bean's carburetor. It's gonna be a fast teardown. 2 Phillips. These are special. Got a little nylon, locking piece of nylon pressed into them. This O-ring, which I don't ever put back in, goes underneath the rubber thing. Rubber thing seals it, right? Right. Somebody already took the carb bowl off. You just take this cotter pin out here. It's not the right one, but somebody put it in there. There's a small washer here. There's another one here. You take this out so you can change the carb accelerator pump. Push the axle through. There's one here, washer. That's the axle. There should be another one on this side. Accelerator pump's underneath here. Got a spring. Accelerator pump. This one's rock hard. It's crispy. It's got cracks in it. Okay, that's garbage. Then you gotta shake the bowl. See if you can hear the ball bearing moving around. There's a ball bearing in here. Check valve. Grab these. Pull them out. It's your main jet and your slow jet. Should be a 150 or a 160. And a 92. And there's a rubber plug. Pull out the rubber plug. Awesome. Broke off flush. Dig that out in a minute. Drive this out. Be careful, these ears break off. Then you'll have to get another carburetor probably. Pop rivet is the perfect size. Float. It's not brass. Float valve. Oh, this one's been changed. This one's rubber tipped already. Screw. Keeper. Pull this out. If you buy my kit, it comes with this anyway. If you buy the larger kit anyway, it comes with that. Well, that's being a pain. Pop that out. Oh, see the notches? This one's been rebuilt before. It's been a while though. This one's kind of crusty. Not that these are very serious. Ah! Piece of junk. It's got the filter in there. Let's see what diameter it is, though. Yep, it's the correct one. We're not using it again. We got a new one. That rubber plug out of there. Rock hard. Gotta wonder when somebody rebuilt this thing before. There it is. Barely anything there. And there's a number 40 screw under here. You will want to use the exactly perfect size screwdriver for it. One that doesn't move around in the slot. Take the top off. Two 5mm Phillips with captured washers. I have new ones. Sometimes you got to tap the dome to get it to come off. I'm going to check the inside of the dome to make sure it runs smooth with the piston. This one's not that dirty. The last one I did was really dirty. Not dome seat. It's the piston seat for the dome. Some people call it dome gasket. It goes right there. Garbage. Spring. Screw. There's two air jets underneath. Pop the plate off. My kit comes with a new gasket that's underneath this plate. Garbage. Call these the kidney gasket because they're shaped like a kidney. There's a jet. Air jet here, air jet there, and one there. So take all those out. And you want to look at these and see what number's on them when you take them out. The number is right here. One of them is a 110, and I think there's two 120s, or it could be two 110s and one 120. Put two of the same ones down the hole here. Then, if you're going to replace the emulsion tube, I have a kit that comes with the emulsion tube and the new needle for the piston. This is scary. I'm down to the number 40 jet, and it doesn't budge. So I found this screwdriver in the multi-piece screwdriver kit. It's a perfect fit. So what I did was I put it in here after I sprayed it with carb cleaner, and I struck it with a hammer like this. Bam, bam. And then I put this on it, and I was able to get it to go a small amount. Hear that? It moves just that much. But if you can keep doing that, it'll worry you loose. Hopefully. Oh, here it goes. Starting to go. I'm getting lucky on this one. Oh, there it goes. Look at that. I made these Delrin punches a long time ago for taking these things out. Well, that one's already loose. So the big one's just going to push through because it's so loose. There it is. The one in front of it is pointed, so it wants to get bent every time you take it out. It's got a screwdriver slot in it, so you can loosen it first before you take it out. I mean, it's not threaded in, but if you get it going, it'll just push out. There it goes. Usually these are really hard to get out. You can see these get mushroomed over pretty easy. Don't mushroom them. This thing, take these out a lot with a flat blade screwdriver. Just wedge it in there and rotate it like that, and then they pull straight out. Don't lose that. Now, I don't recommend taking out the accelerator pump. Right there, gas flows through here and sprays into the raw gas under the carburetor. You can take it out if you want, but be very careful. They bend real easy. All right. So you don't actually have to take it apart any further if you're just putting a basic kit in it. But I promised a friend of mine, and actually you do have to take a little farther apart. Take this out. There's an O-ring that goes on here. This is the idle mixture screw. O-ring here. Spring. So to get to the shaft seals, you have to take off the snap ring. Circlip on this side. Trying to let it fly across the room. And there's a fiber washer and a stainless washer under that. And underneath that, there's a brass retainer and should be a rubber seal underneath of that. So to get to this one, you have to take this out, and that is an 11 millimeter. And that thread on there is actually a 7 millimeter. It's probably the only 11 and 7 on the whole car. So it's got a jam nut and a split lock washer. And this comes out. It's spring loaded, so be careful. Pay attention how it goes together when you take it apart. Take pictures of these things. And they say never to take the throttle shaft out. And part of the reason is it's precision. And sometimes it's hard to get back together, right? We were down to the brass. I normally take the shaft out before I try to pop them out, but I'm just going to dig a tool under here and see if I can get it to pop out. Maybe this. There it is. One slightly buggered part, which we can put back together. But all you got to do is find a little socket. All right, here's what you do, and you bend your little brass thing. You put it on a socket, and then you hammer it down. It straightens it out again. There you go, good as new. So that's the seal. Yeah, kind of looks like rubber. No, that's an O-ring. Let's see. Yeah, that was an O-ring. That's an ice pick. It's an ice pick, Harbor Freight ice pick tool that I'm digging those out with. Pop them out, take the seals out, then continue on with your project. Where'd that block go? Where's that block? Looks okay.